We read in the parsha about the mitzvah of makeh, that when you build a house, one must put a parapet on the roof. What's the reason? So the Torah says, "V'sisa makel gagecho v'lo sosum dom veisecho," and you should not allow blood to be shed in your house, in your home. Ki'ipol hanofel mimenu, because the one who has fallen will fall from it. Without a parapet, it's dangerous. Somebody could fall off the roof. So therefore, by not putting that enclosure, you're causing blood to be shed, and yipol hanofel mimenu. So Rashi cites Chazal, the Sifri. Va'afal pikein ki yipol hanofel roy ze lipo. It says yipol hanofel. It says ki yipol mimenu. The one who is fallen will fall. He hasn't fallen yet. So what does the Torah say? One who has fallen. Roy ze lipo. The person who fell from the roof, he was meant to die. He deserved to die. But you shouldn't be the medium which caused his death. Why? Hashem brings merit to the meritorious, and detriment to the one who's not meritorious. So why should you be the one that through you should be the vehicle to bring about a person's death, although he's deserving to die? That's considered something negative. That you're the one, the medium to bring a person's death, to bring about his death. And why were you the one to be the medium for that? Because you failed. Because you did not fulfill the mitzvah of makeh, of enclosing the roof, putting the parapet on the roof. I mean, it seems to be a little difficult. If the man was meant to die, Hashem is using you as the medium to bring about his death. He falls from your roof. What about a person's execution in Bezdin? Bezdin, Mishnah tells us there were 4 levels of death penalty. And there was an executioner to be involved, whether it was Shreifa, Herik, Chenek, whatever it was skila. There was somebody who actually was involved in bringing about the person's death. They say because he brought about the death of a Jew, therefore this is called Megal ben Chovar Yidei Chayav. He has liability because he's bringing about the death of a Jew. He's the medium through a Jew's life should be taken. The answer is definitely not. It's a mitzvah. Bezdin has an obligation to enforce the law and to impose the death penalty, and he is the one who was chosen to be the agent of the court to bring about the verdict of the court. We don't call that Megal ben Chovar Yidei Chayav, that because this person is guilty, therefore it was brought about to a person who has no merit. He's a shliach. So why over here, when he falls from the roof, the man deserves to die in either case? What do we say? That it's a negative reflection on the person because it's Megal ben Chovar Yidei Chayav, that the negative is brought about through somebody who is not meritorious. Why? It's famous Ramban by the Bris Bein Absorim. He speaks about, Avram Avinu has a prophecy. They're going to be strangers in land which is not theirs. They be enslaved, they be afflicted. So much time. So Ramban asks a question. So why is Paro liable? Why is Paro liable for enslaving the Jews? Shouldn't be liable. He was doing a mitzvah that he enslaved the Jews. But yet, Egypt, Mitzrayim was destroyed because of the bondage. But the bondage was predestined. It was a mitzvah. So Ramban says a principle over there. The Ramban says a principle that if a person does something as a shliach Hashem, as God's agent, not a problem. But if you do it based on your own volition, your own reason, your own hate, your own insecurities, then you're fully held culpable and liable for bringing that about, although the result is what Hashem wants to be brought about. The Navi came to Nebuchadnezzar and says, go destroy the Beis HaMikdash. He was an agent. And yet, Bavel was destroyed because they destroyed the Beis HaMikdash. Why? So he says, because he cites psukim verses, because when Nebuchadnezzar destroyed the Beis HaMikdash, he actually did it in the most arrogant way that he was actually projecting an image he's even greater than God. He destroyed God's temple. So it had nothing to do being God's agent. That's the reason why he was destroyed. He was destroyed, and Bavel, there's no trace remnant of that civilization anymore because of that. So therefore, if a person acts as a shliach of Hashem, as an agent, that's a mitzvah. The execution bezdin, he's the agent of the court to carry out the verdict. But over here, you had an obligation to enclose your rooftop. You did not. Now, through you, you're the medium to bring about that death. It has nothing to do with shliach Hashem. And because you're not the agent, but rather was due to your irresponsibility, therefore that's a reflection of your level of guilt and culpability.